Hey, I'm Mike.
Hey, I'm Chris.
This is Mike and Chris Reloaded.
And we're back with some news.
Yay, news! And we got other stuff coming up, though. We're going to do some phone interviews with some people. Did you ever get up with them?
I did, sort of.
You did, sort of? That's good
Yeah, I
enough.
messaged my sister when I told her I messaged my other sister happy birthday,
Yeah.
and then my other sister responded thank you to me like at 2:00 in the morning, which is all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But she ended up like repeating that 137 times.
Ouch. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good thing I got it on silent.
Yeah. Well, you probably silent it because I would text you at 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, not everybody's silent.
Gotcha. Well, we do have other stuff coming up this week. In the next few weeks, we're going to do a top 5,
Yes.
and we're just getting things back to going together.
We've done discussed that. I think we're going to do a top 5 horror remakes
That we would like
we'd
to see done.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm a big horror fan. I know you're not.
I mean, I like a lot of the older stuff. Some of the newer stuff's like,
Yeah.
hit or miss, I guess, for me.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see.
You know, I still haven't watched Annabelle. Is that Annabelle?
Annabelle, the newest one?
Any of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen them either. So
Yeah, I'm terrible, and I'm a horror fan.
No, they said the newest Annabelle was actually really good.
Really?
Yeah.
I know the first one didn't do so well.
Yeah, they said this newest one's really good.
I'll have to check it out.
Annabelle comes home or something. I don't know.
So I'll start off with some of the biggest news that I think. I'm going to blow my wad early here, I guess.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Are you prematuring blowing your wad here, Mike?
I am. Xbox Game Studios said that they're going to make games for the PS5.
I saw that.
So that's pretty interesting. You know, Xbox is going to branch out and extend an olive leaf to the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing, to be honest. I think that we're living in a world of...
It seems like Sony's still turning up their nose to everybody. But...
I know. Eventually, I think they're going to come around. I know Microsoft and Nintendo got some deals going that are going to roll out in the future, and now Microsoft working with Sony on some deals. Maybe we'll have a world where it doesn't matter what console you own. You still get to play people with the other console and play the same games, and that would be great, like a computer.
Why do I feel like singing "We Are the World" right now?
I don't know. That's a good point. We are the world. I don't know how that song goes. I don't know. But I think it's a good thing in the future of gaming, and, you know, as long as Sony gets their stick out of their butt and, you know, accepts the olive branch. I mean, that's the key. Right now they're being difficult.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, true.
I've got. I'm not going to blow my wad just yet, and I'm gonna try and last for a little while longer.
Okay, all right.
There's a bunch of new trailers out.
There are a bunch of new trailers out.
The new Witcher. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Looks different. They didn't really show a whole lot, which is good. I kind of like that. And they did show Geralt, I guess, later on in his little where he's getting kind of
Henry Cable.
Yeah, BA. You
know. With no beard.
Yes, no beard. No beard Geralt.
Yep. So that's a little.
But I think
odd.
His mustache in the other movie made up for it. In Mission Impossible made up for it. So
yeah,
I think we're good. So new Witcher series looks pretty good.
Cool. Yeah, I think
it comes out this October, November.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I haven't looked into it. You know, I've never played the Witcher game.
Really, I played the second one, Witcher 2.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Was it? I know.
I know everybody was awesome too.
I know everybody was big on The Witcher 3 when it came out.
Free. It was free.
Was it free? Is it on Game Pass?
Yeah.
Oh. Bummer.
And it was like one of the free games for gold too.
Wow. Hey, I'm waiting for. Have you ever heard of this game? It's called Revenant of Ashes.
Mm-mm.
It's supposedly like a Dark Soul game, except it's 3-player co-op. It's an RPG Dark Soul. Mm-hmm. It's just like Dark Soul, except it's co-op. It's $39. It comes out on the 20th of August, and I'm pretty stoked to play that game.
It's right around the corner.
I know, but I don't want to buy it because we got Borderlands coming out, Gears of War 5 coming out.
Well, Gears of War 5 you'll get on Game Pass.
Game Pass, yeah. Right, and you get it 5 days early, too, just to let you know if you have the Game Pass Ultimate.
I don't have the Ultimate.
I don't have Ultimate either.
Which I think of people who have Game Pass already, they should just... I mean, my
it's the same price.
My gold is up to like next November.
Yeah.
Not this November, next November.
Right.
And then my Game Pass is good till like February. So I'm just like,
I think my gold expires in the next month or two. So then I might go with the Game Pass Ultimate. I already get Game Pass, so.
Well, there you go.
I don't know. We'll see.
Keeping up with the trailers, new Zombieland Double Tap.
Oh, I know. I can't wait for that.
That looks pretty good.
It does look
It looks
good.
like they took a little page out of Shaun of the Dead.
They did.
Had the little mimic, the people that look just like him.
Yep.
You know, so that looked pretty funny. And also Will Smith's new movie, Gemini Man, looked
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
Really? What's it about?
Looks like it's kind of reminds me of that movie Looper.
Okay.
It's like a younger version of himself comes to kill him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But they're Gemini. They're like created people. They're Gemini men, so they got like heightened abilities and stuff like that. So they're kind of the best of the best type thing.
Interesting. I'll have to check out that trailer.
So interesting. Some interesting trailers out there. So yeah. Definitely.
So here's some news for you. So Dak Prescott turned down $30 million.
I saw that.
$30 million a year for a guy that's not even rated in the top 15 quarterbacks in the league.
Okay, this is my opinion on that. I believe that Dak Prescott is a decent quarterback.
He's an okay quarterback.
I'm not saying
he's no Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even think he's. I
don't even Ben Roethlisberger.
Cam Newton, Ben Roethlisberger. He's not even that.
Right.
I would say at best maybe top 10, like bottom 10.
I put him in the group of Kirk Cousins, and I know Kirk Cousins signed a massive contract too. But
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he's hoping for.
$40 million a year is what he wants.
But I don't. I would be honestly, I'd be like, no.
Yeah. 40 mil is what he wants. He wants 40 million a season. That and you got Ezekiel Elliott holding out.
I would pay Ezekiel Elliott before I pay Dak.
Yeah.
I think the team, like everyone says, revolves around Zeke more than Dak does.
Yeah, Amari Cooper coming up.
And here's another thing you look at too is, say they don't sign Dak and he hits the free agent. Everybody out there's pretty much drafted a lot of quarterbacks for their future. So
right. I don't think he'll command $40 million.
You're not going to go. Yeah, you're not going to go, and no one's going to sign him for what they want.
Right. So this is my thought. This is what they should do. They should sign Zeke. Let Dak play out his contract. If he holds out, he holds out. That's his own thing. But as long as he continues to play under his contract, then I say they franchise tag him 1 year, and then let him go to free agent. That's what I think.
They got Amari Cooper they're trying to sign too.
Yeah, I know.
Which Amari Cooper, he was already like they were talking about giving him like a top 5 deal. Which top 5 people you're looking at like Antonio Brown,
right? Julio
Jones. So you're talking
DeAndre Hopkins,
Odell Beckham. You're talking top 5 people. Or he still can make about $18 to $20 million. So
right,
he's good.
Right.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
Cowboys can't pay all 3 players. There's something called a salary cap.
Well, they can actually, because the salary cap's going to go higher next year, and they're projected to have close to $80 million in cap space next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so.
Because I heard their line is going to cost them a fortune.
And keep in mind, well, their line's paid up for a while, though. But keep in mind, too, is, like, even if they do sign Zeke to an extension, he's still got his
rookie contract
he has to play out still.
Right.
So his salary won't even kick in until like later on.
No, when they restructure their contract. That's why he's sitting out. He gets that money.
You cannot. It's in the collective bargaining agreement.
Really?
The rookie deals are set. They get paid a specific amount for when they're drafted, what position they're drafted at.
Gotcha.
He was drafted 4th overall, so he's allowed a 4-year deal with the option of a 5th. Which the Cowboys can pick up this 5th-year option, have to pay him the X amount of dollars on it, which I think it's like $9 million for that 5th year.
Right.
But you cannot renegotiate that rookie contract. He has to play that contract out.
Then
before
why
we
is
can
he
get a new.
talking to sitting out?
Because he wants an extension.
Right, but
Because Todd Gurley already signed his extension.
right.
So he's thinking, well, he's worth it. Why don't you just sign me to my extension and be done with it?
I don't.
I know it's just we
Whatever.
went through this before about people being worth what, and I don't think none of them are worth any of it. So
Right.
but
Let's get back to good news. Talking about trailers, what about you see the new American Horror Story trailer that come out? 1984?
I have not.
Looks pretty darn good. It looks like some retro throwback horror show.
Well, this is supposed to be about the slasher genre.
Yeah, it really stuck out as like a Psycho / trailer. It was pretty awesome, actually.
I have not seen any trailers for it, but I was reading an article today on in which I have not seen the show yet. The Haunting on Hill House.
Yeah.
In the Netflix original show.
It's getting another one.
It's getting season 2.
Haunting a Brie House or something.
But they said that the season 2 will be even scarier than the first season.
Right. Yeah, I read that. That's and episode 5 of Haunting the Hill House. I'm not, going to spoil it, but it is pretty much the scariest thing that I have watched out of a TV series ever. Ever. And I've watched a lot of Twilight Zone.
It's on my list. I mean, I actually literally have it on my list on Netflix. So.
Yeah, it's worth watching, dude. And if episode 5 don't give you the chills, I don't know what's wrong with you.
I got a bunch of shows on there. I binge watched the new season of Glow, season 3.
Really? Which, I haven't watched it yet.
It was okay. It wasn't as good as I don't think it was as good as the first couple of seasons. It was decent, It's in this one. It kind of shows. Because you remember, did you watch the first 2 seasons? Remember at the end of the second season, they're going to do that show in Vegas. They're doing a nightly show in Vegas. Well, the show they do in Vegas is a nightly show, so it's the same show over and over again.
Right.
So it's kind of like behind the scenes of what everything's going on, how they're making out and this and that. So it was it was like I said, it was okay. They tackled a lot of different things. I think. They tackled, how women are basically held down. Of course, this is the 80s, 1985, 86 when this took place. But, women are basically held down as business people. Yeah. Also, they started tackling the gay people and the HIV/AIDS virus and stuff like that. It was a big thing. Started about that.
Right.
About that time era. Just a lot of different things of that nature. So, I mean, it was pretty good. There's a lot more nudity in this one than there is in the first 2 seasons combined.
So. See, I don't care about the nudity. I just like the story.
I'm just saying there's a lot more nudity in this one than there is in the first 2 seasons.
I'm trying to get through the last season of Orange is the New Black before I get to Glow, and I'm kind of struggling. I'm not feeling Orange is the New Black.
Well, that's ending too.
Yeah, it's series finale.
Yeah.
This is the final farewell season, so.
A new season, a new action series I started watching, Netflix original, called Wu Assassin.
Wu Assassin?
Yes. It's got I first noticed it because it has a guy named Iko Uwais in it.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever seen the movie, well, he's been in a bunch of movies. There's one called Headshot. There was one called... what is the name of it? It's like one of his best ones he's ever done. I remember watching it, and it's he plays a cop. I don't know why I can't think of it now. It'll come to me anyway.
Brain fart.
The Raid. That's what it's called.
The Raid.
Oh, awesome movie! Just an absolutely awesome movie. He was also in the new. What's the new one with Mark Wahlberg, where they're trying to escort him mile 26 or whatever.
Oh yeah,
he's in that movie. He's a really good martial arts actor. Anyway, he plays just a mystic, ancient Wu assassin that has to kill these people that have powers or something. They all have elemental powers and they're ancient evil people. So, but it's a series, so it's decent. The special effects are a little out there, but. It's all right otherwise.
That's cool. I'll have to check that one. I'll add it to my list. So let's talk about some depressing news.
You always got to bring up the depressing stuff, Mark.
Yeah. Well, you had the Bandai studio got bomb threat the other day.
I saw that.
That's pretty chilling. And then you've had these shootings, and there was the Walmart shooting in Louisiana, I think, or was it
Mm-hmm.
Louisiana or Mississippi? I don't remember, but
No, that was in. There was one in Ohio and one in Texas.
yeah, I remember that. And then there was also a Walmart shooting, or was the one in
The Walmart
Texas?
in Texas is the one
Okay,
that's
that
shooting.
was. But because of that, Walmart is pulling all their advertisement for their mature rated games from their stores.
Yes, because way back when, and when all violence happened before, it was cause of video games.
Yeah, it was video games are really tormenting the country. It's not guns, it's video games.
Yes, yes, I totally agree. World War I and World War II were caused because of video games,
Yeah, yeah.
and
I just want
the
to
Korean War and Vietnam War,
yeah,
and
I just want to put this out there. Japan, where 90% of our mature rated video games come from,
mm-hmm.
has the lowest gun violence out of any country. I think they're ranked like 484th or something like that in gun violence. It's illegal to possess a firearm there, and nobody dies of firearms. Now, I'm not saying
You know
that
who
we have to
else
go to
has an
that.
extreme amount of gun violence?
Who's that?
Australia.
They have guns.
No, they have an extreme amount of low gun violence.
Right, I know.
Their guns are all banned.
Oh, they are?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's not video games, guys. It's a culture of people, and it's the readiness of firearms. I
It's
think
stupidity, is what it
it is
is.
stupidity.
It's plain out stupidity. It's people thinking that they're better than something else. It's people thinking that they can do what they want to. It's not I'm sick. It's not I'm whatever. It's just plain utter stupidity
I'm
is
not,
what it is.
I'm not going to go into the political aspect of this because we don't do politics. I'm just going to say this one thing, and I'm not going to say who did it or what branch, or what Republican, Democrat, or whatever. But just recently, since these events have happened, a certain individual or group of members, I'm not even gonna make it so that you can know who I'm talking about, have rolled back the background checks on people who are mentally insane. Let that sink in for a second. There is a political organization or person who thinks that we shouldn't be doing as thorough of a background check on people who have mental disabilities. So I mean, it's a culture problem. My thought is, what my thought is, what causes it is two parents working. I think that kids aren't supervised enough and taught how to respond and react to people properly because both parents have to work because everything costs so much money
Social
nowadays.
disorder.
So I don't think that they have the right guidance in life to get them
It's a
get them.
possibility.
That's
That
my
I mean,
thought.
that's a good thought too. But I mean, it's just I just don't. I just you're right. I mean, I think it's possibly that. But again, it's people just lack of common sense.
It is. I agree.
In my opinion, I just lack absolute utter lack of common sense. It's not the gun's fault. It's
It's
not.
not.
It's not the people who sold the guns fault. It's not the people who sell the video games fault. It's not the video game makers fault. It's not whoever. It's the idiot thinking that they can say, "Hey, I saw this in a video game. I can do this."
Hmm.
That's what it is.
There's a meme out there that shows a gun on a table.
Yeah,
You've seen that one?
yeah,
And
I've
it
seen
says
that.
says
Been
day 10 or
yeah, been
something like
sitting here
that.
all week. You
My
know.
gun is yet to get up and kill anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just it's dumb.
But I mean that, and Walmart pulling the ads and stuff, yet they're going to continue to sell firearms. That just all right, let's move on. Let's move on. Forget it.
Speaking of violence,
Oh, great.
Call of Duty's bringing back their kill streaks.
All right. That's
So
good.
no more of the where you have to pick something to get it. You're going to actually get kill streaks, so you can go along as you get along. You get the kills. You're going to get the kill streaks again.
They're talking about ending it. I think we covered that once before.
Yeah, we did. But they're actually they're bringing back
The good stuff.
the good stuff. I
The
mean, all the way up to
AC 30
all
or
the way up to you
whatever.
can get the nuke.
Oh, right. Have you ever been nuked in Call of Duty?
I have
It
actually one
sucks.
time.
I was too. It really sucks. I think it's an achievement too.
Yeah,
when
you got
you
to get something like 30 straight kills in a row or something like
Yep. Campers.
that.
Dirty campers.
Yep.
So, Bully 2, they're announcing that's going to be hitting markets next November, I believe, isn't it?
Finally.
Yeah, we're finally getting a sequel to Bully, and my wife played it. I know she likes it, so she'll be playing that one.
I played a little bit of it. I know Trent played a lot. He played the crap out of it. But
Right.
I played a little bit of it here and there.
It's not bad. It's a pretty good game.
It's a Rockstar game. So
it is. It's a pretty good game.
Sort of there. It's like early. It's like Grand Theft Auto Junior.
Yeah, it is. That's what it is. I agree. And maybe that's what they should do is, kids only get to play Bully and adults get to play Grand Theft Auto.
Hey, maybe. That'll solve a lot, I guess.
It will solve a lot.
I want to throw a couple little different things out here for you music fans. I know I'm a huge music fan, especially with this group, Tool.
Tool? Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize Tool, for the longest time, did not allow their music on any type of streaming service because they felt that people shouldn't have to pay for a service to listen to their music.
Right.
So they didn't. They banned all their their music on there. Well, Tool has announced a new album called Fear Inoculus due out August 30th. And it's their first album in 12 years.
Wow. Has it been that long already?
It's been a while, yeah. And since the release of their the announcement of this album, now you can get all their music on streaming services.
Really?
Yeah.
They sold out.
They did. But hey, I'm loving it.
Yeah, I mean, so, I didn't know they...
I got a complete, playlist of just Tool songs now.
Do you? On your iPhone?
On my iPhone.
Who can pay attention to all the people who are not subscribing to our podcast?
I can. I'm watching every one of you.
On our friends list. If you listen to us, we know who you are. And I have a certain specific kind of skills, too. Twitch. You hear about the Twitch thing going on with Ninja? I know we covered Ninja.
Yeah, him coming over to Twitch. Yeah.
Coming over to Mixer, right?
Mixer from
Twitch.
Yeah. Xbox signed him over.
Yep, Xbox signed him over. Well, now in response to that, leaving Twitch has used his abandoned channel to how do I say this? To promote pornography.
Nice.
So instead of Ninja on that channel, which kids, are going to go to Twitch to thinking Ninja's still there because he's geared towards younger kids. Now the kids get a spoonful of pornography. And of course, Ninja is suing Twitch for wrecking his brand and stuff. But yeah, how can you do that?
Sounds like someone's a little hurt.
Yeah, sounds like somebody got butt hurt, but they have to know kids are tuning in.
Yeah, you would think.
I mean, that's just wrong. There's not even an age filter to get on it. Like, you go online, sometimes you got to put in your birth date.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I know you used to have to do that to even get Xbox Live.
I know.
You had to be at least a certain age to even get Xbox Live.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't put in the right age, you couldn't even create an account.
Right. So I mean, that's pretty sad. I'm with Ninja on here, man. Sue the crap out of Twitch. Bring them to their knees. That's just messed up.
More releases. Avengers Endgame released on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K this week.
Will it come to Netflix? That's a good question.
I don't know. Probably not. I bet it's going to hold off till Disney Plus.
They have all the other Marvel shows on there, Marvel movies right now.
It don't matter. I bought it, so.
Oh, yeah. It's a good show. I'd buy it too. I have yet to watch Spider-Man.
Really?
God, I wanted to go to the theater, but my daughter's been sick, so we haven't gone to the theater, and I think now it's out.
Well, it's funny you should mention Spider-Man.
Oh, really? Did I lead you into some good news?
You lead me into some rumor news.
Oh, rumors. I like rumors.
Apparently, Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
Figgy Pudding. Anyway, he's already talking about doing the third installment of Spider-Man.
Really?
So, and the mid-scene credit, which you haven't seen.
No, I haven't seen. You can spoil it. It's all right.
I will spoil it, where Mysterio reveals Peter Parker's identity.
Ah, nice.
As Spider-Man.
Nice.
That was the mid-credit. So the mid-credit is going to play a major role in the third installment of the Spider-Man.
Interesting.
But that is not even the big rumor for the movie.
Oh, no.
No, that's not even the big one.
Uh-oh.
The big rumor right now is supposedly, some people got it. Now, this is the person that I read this from has called a lot of stuff and got pretty much just about everything right that he had called so far.
Right.
Supposedly, you're going to see the introduction of She-Hulk.
Oh, interesting.
In the new Spider-Man movie. And if anybody knows anything about She-Hulk, which obviously I don't think you do.
No, I don't.
She-Hulk is the cousin of Bruce Banner.
Right.
She ended up, the reason why she became She-Hulk is because she was shot in a mugging.
Mm-hmm.
And she needed blood, and her blood was a specific type. Well, obviously Bruce Banner had the same blood because they're related, so he gave her a transfusion. Therefore, she got some of the gamma gene, and Bob's your uncle. She-Hulk's born.
Right.
Well, Jennifer Walters is her name, and she was an actual lawyer. That's what she was. She was an attorney.
Okay.
Well, the rumor mill is this is how the movie is going to play out, where Peter Parker is going to try to defend himself in a court of law. And then you're going to see the introduction of Jennifer Walters. Whether she becomes She-Hulk or not, I don't know. They talked about doing Matt Murdock as his defense attorney. But they're saying because Netflix has a contractual agreement with all the characters when they had the thing, they're not allowed. Marvel's not allowed to use any of the characters for 2 years after the final seasons of Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yes, so you will not see any of those characters for at least 2 years after they finally end.
Nice.
So they're a little bit of ways away. So that's the rumor mill. So
that's pretty interesting rumor mill. What was Oh man, what was I gonna say now? My brain just farted. I had something to say about that, but my brain just went upside down.
Well, Tom Holland was Tom Holland did an interview and he talked about how people he'd like to play roles with, like characters he'd like to play roles with. And,
right.
One of the ones he said was actually Bruce Banner's character, the Hulk, or whatever, Bruce Banner.
Right.
Because they're both like science nerds, and you know what I'm saying. So he thought it'd been great to have a little banter with someone like that, and then have an actual play in the movie as the Hulk in it.
Okay.
So
I know they're also just announced that they're doing an Aladdin 2. I saw that, and it's not going to be any. And they promise that it's not going to be any story that we've ever heard from Aladdin. So it's going to be completely original.
I heard the first one kind of bombed.
Will Smith as the genie just doesn't do it for me. I'm not gonna watch it. I just refuse to watch it. I like Will Smith. He's a great actor. I mean, Independence Day, probably one of the greatest films I've ever seen, in my opinion. But I just don't see him as a genie. It just doesn't make sense to me. 2 and 2 doesn't equal 4 when it comes to that, in my opinion.
Yeah, really.
So I mean, I'm not gonna watch it.
Speaking of sequels, Venom 2.
Venom 2, yeah.
They got their director.
Did you see that? Oh, I'm gonna cut you off, but did you see that they released the story art or whatever? What do they call that? The artwork for the movie.
For what movie?
For Venom.
Oh, the I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I forget what. There's a name for it, but anyways, the original play of the Venom movie was Carnage was supposed to be in the end of it. The original artwork shows Venom and Carnage fighting. So originally it was supposed to be a Venom Carnage movie at the end, and then
they introduced what's his name character is Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah, I know they introduced him, but
that's and he's the guy that plays Carnage. So whether that plays into it, I don't know. They might just be doing that just to tease people and then not have nothing to do with it.
Right. I mean, that's pretty cool. Anyways, go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Venom 2 has its director now.
Who's directing it?
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis. I don't know who he is.
How do you not know who Andy Serkis is?
Throw me something. I probably brain fart.
Oh my god. He's done a ton of motion capture.
Okay.
One of his biggest ones was Smeagol.
Smeagol? I never saw that.
Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Smeagol.
Oh, Smeagol. Okay, duh. I thought you were telling. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking like a cartoon was named Smeagol.
No, Gollum. He did the motion capture for the King Kong.
Oh, really?
He does a lot of motion capture. I know he's directed a few movies, a couple independent movies and stuff like that. He was also in Avengers,
Avengers.
the Age of Ultron.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was Claw. The dude got his arm cut off.
Okay.
That's Andy Serkis.
Okay. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. But hey, I'm just here for comic relief. But that's pretty much all the news I have for this week.
I got a couple more quick things. I saw something. Actually, this is something you posted. The big package that Disney's doing.
Oh yeah, we covered that last week.
No,
The week
you
before.
just said that Disney's going to be coming with Hulu, but you actually posted the actual package and
ESPN
price.
and yeah, ESPN.
We didn't cover the price and everything
Oh,
else.
we didn't.
You just said that Disney was going to be packaged with Hulu.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, $12.99.
Yeah, that's not bad.
ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So you get all three for $12.99. So
that's a bargain, man.
that is pretty good, actually.
That is a huge bargain. I wish you get to watch NFL games on ESPN Plus, though.
Yeah, I know.
No, we have to get stuck with DirecTV's Sunday Ticket, which they charge $300 for, and you only get Sunday games. And if it's on TV, you don't get it at all.
Yeah, because Monday Night Football's on ESPN, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't really watch them.
Nope, you can't watch it on.
Well, I got
Sunday
Verizon. Verizon has a deal with NFL, so I can watch it through my Verizon.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, well, you have my DirecTV stuff I gave you that you can log in to watch it.
I think you said you updated. I haven't got the updated stuff.
Oh, damn.
But I'll get it.
I slacked. I'll get it to you.
Couple more quick things. Paramount is developing a spin-off, G.I. Joe spin-off.
Yeah, I saw that too.
It's about Snake Eyes, and they're in talks with Henry Golding, the guy that was in the Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah.
What it was, which actually was a really funny movie. I watched it. So.
Really? I didn't see
He
it.
played the lead character, the main guy, her love interest.
Yeah, I know who he is though, but yeah.
They're in talks with him to playing Snake Eye Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes, yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Of course, I didn't like the last G.I. Joe movie.
No, it wasn't that good. Quick tech news. There's a company out there called Games, which is spelled Gaems, and they create cases for consoles and stuff. Well, they just created a new console case. This thing looks amazing. It's
really,
yeah. It's got the front of it. It's like a case. The case itself weighs like 32 pounds. Like 30 pounds.
Wow.
That's not including like your console that you put into them.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's heavy, man. But it's all just like insulated. But it's got I think it's like a 22-inch like LED TV in there. I mean, it's like high def TV in there.
Nice.
That's built into the case. It's got surround sound speakers on the outside of it that open up. It's got all kinds of USB ports you can just plug in and charge. You charge whatever.
Nice.
It's got a spot that fastens down your controller. And then the center of it, it's got this metal just like case that actually, it's got these things, you just like wing nut things you unbolt and you can lift it and you can slide your console, PS4, Xbox One, whatever, slide it in there and then clamp it and lock it down so it doesn't even move.
Wow. Nice.
But this thing is awesome. But for a nice $700 price tag.
Ooh.
So.
Yeah, that's actually expensive. Like they sell, I don't know, have you ever seen those board game tables?
Yeah.
Man, those things are expensive too, but they're nice. It's a gamer's dream. Maybe if I was a bachelor or something, I would go for something like that. But
Well, I understand.
Married guy with a family definitely can't afford to spend $700 on video game stuff.
I absolutely understand that too.
Yep.
Used to be able to buy any video game I want. Now I'm like kind of pick and choosing now.
Yeah.
One final thing. I'm saving this one for the last because I'm hoping it'll come out soon. Dead Island 2.
Yes, that would be great.
It moves to its third developer now. Finally. which is no, it's a good thing.
Okay.
It's the first two developers did their portion of the games.
Okay.
This third developer is doing a certain portion of the game now, and they're hoping it'll be
Ready
so
for
what they're
launch.
doing. It's not like the developers aren't just giving up and going to another. It's actually they finished their portion of what they're supposed to be doing.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's going to a third developer, which is hoping to complete the game. So we'll see what happens.
That'd be nice because Riptide just didn't do it for me. So
Riptide just seems like it was the same thing as First Dead Island, just with more an extra character.
Yep. So I mean, I'm really excited for Dead Island.
Of course, Techland. It's got what's the Dying Light 2 coming out.
Dying Light 2,
supposed to be early first quarter next year or so.
And Dying Light was fun until I ruined it. So
I love Dying Light.
I did too until I glitched the game and gave me unlimited weapons and it made it not fun anymore. So don't cheat. Cheating is never fun. But that's all I got.
That is all I've got. I'm good to go.
Make sure to like and share us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff.
iTunes.
Leave us a review. That would be great on iTunes. I would love a review to get involved with you fans and read your messages.
What about now? You talked about upgrading our webpage at all, or is that just for our purposes?
That was just for our purposes. Yeah.
Well, eventually we'll get to a point where we can upgrade it to where we actually have an app.
Yep. We are talking about maybe doing it so that I can see what country you guys are from and what social media platforms you guys are using the most so that I can interact with you better. So help the show get more reviews.
We get a lot of people that listen to it. We just like to know where a lot of people are from.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who, and I know a lot of local people here that listen to us too.
Yeah, I do too.
And but we don't want to just
be local.
Yeah, we don't want to be
worldwide.
We don't want to focus just specifically on everyone here. I mean, even though we love everyone here, don't get us wrong, but we want to be able to, interact, like you said, interact with everyone as much as we can anyway. Yeah. I still got a bunch of shirts and hats I need to give to some people.
Yeah. And like if you guys are on Instagram, I know I spend most of my time on Facebook, but if you're on Instagram and that's where our biggest cult following is, I'd like to get over to Instagram and communicate with you guys and, make a good community together. That's my vision. That's my goal. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. And we got, like I said, Mike told at the beginning of the show, we got a lot of things coming up. Just keep listening to us and don't go away.
Remember, don't get loaded.
Get reloaded.